All right, what is up, everybody? We've got a very last minute launch, Battle Room Brawls edition, versus edition. Things are going to be interesting. The guys are waiting. I'm not going to give too much of the backstory here. You can read in the comments below. And follow one of the threads we've done 2 posts ago about some teamers. So this is the challenge, guys. Teamers versus the streamers. And basically what this is, yeah, just some challenges thrown down, very last minute launch, so please forgive any technical issues. Okay, it looks like we are good with the audio. Let's go. Kind of rushed to get this done, so my apologies. This was a plan that we held off for another event, or at least not to launch yet. Where's the audio? Of course something would go wrong. Not hearing the audio. The teams have their instructions while I fiddle with the audio parts. Anyway, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be very much of a side approach. I'm going to restart this game quickly. Just give me 1 sec. Sorry, just had to quickly restart the game there. Because the audio is not pulling through. Of course it isn't. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We can have the visuals. So this is what happens when you attempt some things you shouldn't be attempting in PUBG Mobile. Right, the teams are off. And of course the audio isn't pulling through. Alright, so we're going to have to do this old school. Right, so there we have it. 2 teams facing off. Challengers, challengees, challengers. And those who chose to accept the challenge. My badly worded comment. Right, guys are going in very strong. Sorry for the poor audio quality, but we're going to have to do it manual style. Everybody's scouring for weapons. Reaper going in very hard. 1 game, guys. Everything is on the line here. Player 2, our team 2 is down to 3 players, 1 getting knocked. Oh, they are getting pushed very hard here. These are the guys that gave some grief on the comments versus the community that challenged them on it. And this is the ensuing throwdown. Team 2 reviving their player. Grim Reaper keeping watch. Alright, Team 2 getting pushed incredibly hard. It's down to Grim Reaper. What will he be able to do? I see Willibes is also still around. Willibes making a run for it. It's the odds not in his favor. That was an incredibly quick takedown. Again, apologies for the poor sound. This was a very last minute setup, and for some reason, after OBS did a few restarts, it didn't really work. Let's try this again. Also, don't want to really show the commentary just in case there is any profanities, because I am sure there will be profanities. Let me just remind everybody who's watching the stream and to the players, like, this is all in the name of fun. Please do not take this further than this friendly game, based off the banter and the challenges that happened on the Discord channel. Not the Discord channel, sorry, the Facebook channel, the Facebook group. We did a post about some teamers the other day, and it escalated into this challenge. So please, like I said, everybody keep their cool. Things that get a bit out of hand on the chats. But I thought this versus game would have made things, just a little interesting. We had this versus concept planned. Sorry, I thought the music was off. Yeah, what's a battle room brawls without, some technical glitches, right? Anyway, we got the visuals. Yeah, I'm not getting any audio feedback. I can hear myself. This challenge. Oh man, it's always something, right? Alright, the guys running around looking, taking fun of it, taking pokes at each other, team killing. Reviving, team killing. So please do have a look at, the post comments just to get some context to this game. And like I said, this is really intended to be, let's settle it in the game. And I hope this will kind of just put it to rest and we can all be friends after this and get along. We will have a few more versus games where we want to, people to challenge friends and teammates and other teams. So if you have anybody want to challenge like this, I just use this opportunity in marketing style to launch this little concept, which I actually had planned for next month. But why not? We had banter in the comments, people disagreeing, community jumped in, everybody said, let's try this out. They put up the challenge, I saw the comments, and I just decided to let's launch this little versus concept now. So Velibius is on the edge of the map. I don't want to flip to him just in case anybody's watching and, conveying the message. I mean, the plan, the brief was to stay on boot camp. Challenge, I saw the comments, and just a little audio check there. Big names that the community brought together here very quickly. I would have been very scared to come up against these guys. They were taken down very quickly. But yes, Battle Room Brawls versus edition. I guess we'll use it to settle some scores now. Yeah, Michelle. I mean, the PUBG Mobile community is fantastic. I absolutely love everybody that I've met so far. It is a brilliant community. Probably one of the best gaming communities I've been involved in my 30 years of gaming on this planet Earth. And I'm much older than 30, though. I've just been gaming for 30 years. But PUBG Mobile community is absolutely fantastic. And I think what's important about this is, gamers being in-game, doing something that is kind of against the rules or against the community or the spirit of the game. That's a better way of putting it. So gamers doing something against the spirit of the game. This isn't a pro event at all. Apart from PUBG Mobile sponsorship, everything else is just run on passion purely alone. Nobody's getting paid for it outside of the competition winners. So why would you go and jeopardize that just to try and have some fun? Rather set up your own room. That's why the facility is there, right? Or, if, you know, even set up your own community and set up a room of people messing around. I mean, that's kind of what I also want to do with Battle Room Brawl. So I want to set up some death races where we can all mess around. But the problem is if people do teaming like they're doing now, and exactly this is kind of why we're at this point, we can't set up games like that because there will always be somebody that kind of goes against the spirit of the game or what we're trying to set up. Even if they don't kill any players in the game, where does it stop? They stay on a roof, they do some remote dances. It's not going to stop there. Somebody's going to eventually kill. And I've seen this countless time on other streams and other type events. So if this can be, if this can kind of be an example to say, listen here, guys, you can't, this is not the way that we're trying to run here. Please don't be part of this community if you are like this. And I think we'll all have a great time. And then Battle Room Brawls can be something where it could be much better than what I ever thought it could be. And we can get better prizes for everybody. And again, please remember, Battle Room Brawls isn't like a pro event that you know. This is really about doing independent, fun games with some money behind it. Things are going to, we'll kind of get new prizes and different things in the coming months. It's just fun for the community so that every gamer can potentially win some cool prizes. That's really what it's about. So yeah, if you're joining the stream late, this is just settling some scores. We had some teamers bust on stream in one of our games last night, and a few games actually over the last few weeks. And people defending their position on doing so, and the community challenged them, and this is kind of the end result. So yes, all in the name of fun. I hope everybody really is taking it in that spirit. This isn't to call out anybody and being nasty about things, but let's be honest, you can't, this isn't a free-for-all game where everybody can just do as they please. There needs to be some structure for this thing to work. I mean, this is really for the community. And I certainly won't let hackers and people who think they can bypass, the fun for everybody else get the better of this. So this is kind of a nice way of saying you're going to be called out and you're not welcome in this community if this is what you do. So yeah, that's me ranting. I don't know where this player is. All right, I'm not going to focus on him just, purely for... He's got the upper hand here. And I don't want to, give anybody else an advantage to find him, potentially. And have fingers pointed, right? Cyclops, yeah, the last guy is for, but like I said, I don't really want to show his position because, if he's trying to hide the game, he's going to eventually have to come in. So, you can see him over there. He's coming closer. Vegeta going for a little drive. Usually used to flying planes, but unfortunately this is not the game for that. I'm a huge fan of Battlefield. You can play some tanks and planes too. But yeah, PUBG Mobile is the name of the game at the moment. I don't know why he ran away. I mean, it would have been easier just to get this taken care of. Potentially he's trying to snipe from a distance, which could be a good tactic, but then we should see some action in that regard, I guess. Joe, you reckon I should go to him? I mean, user request, right? Okay, he's lying down. Okay, so we can see that he's lying down. I mean, while I focus on Reaper, let me just see if I can fix this audio issue. It's insane. I don't understand why one would have this. Sorry for the radio silence. Okay, so the guys are going around the map doing their job. unfortunately, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of wasting time. And it's being, you know, again, I guess, what are you trying to do? Waiting out the clock. So you're just hearing the audio coming through the phone now. I'm trying not to, you know, show the, or let the game audio come through in terms of the audio, the voices, just in case we hear some bad things. You know, I want to keep it family friendly. Yeah, unfortunately, prolonging. Now look, it was an honorable takedown. I will give them that. They stood up to the challenge. And like I said earlier, I think this is fair game to them, and I think no hard feelings after this. I think everybody should, as long as everybody learns a lesson, you know. And if people can be better, then I think the community will definitely be better as a result of it. But if people don't get better, then we'll keep calling them out. Okay, the blue circle coming in, Wildebeest heading to the water. Alright, like I said, I don't want to keep showing him because it'll be much easier for him to be stream sniped. While I'm chatting to you, I'm just trying to see if I can fix this audio issue. You know, streaming is a wonderful beast if you can get it right. No, still not. Alright, I'm going to give up on that for tonight. I hope my audio is still coming through on the stream. There we go. I mean, this really is prolonging the agony for everybody, right? I mean, if it would have been over quickly, and this is really just tips to life, right? And this is same rules for apply to go to the dentist. Just get it over and done with. Admit that you should brush your teeth more, and get on with your life. I mean, we can all be adults about this. But this is really prolonging the agony. Everybody's watching. We've got a couple of viewers. More comments on the page. I mean, I'm loving the traffic, but this really is a community initiative, right? But now you're wasting everybody's time, kind of. We've got some proper streams coming up tonight at 8 p.m. and 10 p.m., so please join us for that, the Battle Room Brawls late night edition. And I would have loved to go make some dinner quickly and stuff, but okay. I'm really happy with this. And shout out to the guys here. I mean, honestly, Optic, Cyclops, Reaper, Vegeta, and I have to give a shout out to Michelle as well. Thanks so much to everybody for your support. You guys really make this community what it is. Paul as well, Paul Govender. Shout out, sir. Definitely the people to speak to if you want to get anything done in this community. Except for when my stream quality is good, except for when my head's cut off. Thanks, Zane. Appreciate it. This is always a work in progress. I've actually just turned up the quality on my phone to ultra, so you might actually get a better quality picture coming through from my phone. But the beautiful thing is, look at that, no wires. So I'm streaming wirelessly from my phone. Isn't that just fantastic? Obviously, I usually plug it in for the audio, but we have the normal Gremlins situation. All right, we're following Vegeta, the legend, the mystery. I mean, we should actually have been calling this an all-star game, because this really is just that. I mean, getting these guys together like this, you know, everybody's schedules is pretty crazy. These guys are top athletes. I mean, the amount of hours they have to put in workout-wise just to get to this level is insane. And now they're putting around time for us. Just to show the community that you don't mess with the PUBG Mobile community, guys. I mean, the guys really doing proper homework here. They basically said if they're going to play like this, we're going to track them down. We'll play the game, and that's really what it is. One game. That's why I didn't want to do a TDM. That's probably a good point to raise as well. I didn't want to do a TDM because TDM becomes tedious in a repetition. If you fall into a bad headspace, right, it just becomes a very difficult spot to get out of. Where the classic PUBG Mobile game is unrelenting. It is what it is. One shot, one kill, or you have a revive if you're playing teams or squads. And that's in the spirit of the game that we're trying to do with Battle Room Brawls, right? I mean, there's no revives, and it's based on the classic style game. And I think this game in particular is proving that point. Could have gone any way. Let's check out Reaper. It could have gone any way. I mean, with the only limitation we said drop down into boot camp, right? Alright, Cyclops and Optic deciding to get into a con, doing some proper sightseeing. I mean, look, if we're talking about playing in the spirit of the game, surviving is it, right? But again, it's just a little bit of delaying the inevitable, I guess, at this point. And to be honest with you, I'm expecting a re-challenge, right? I mean, this is what it's about, you guys. We're talking about the game here. We're talking about having fun and putting all our efforts and our energies into a game rather than to name calling and, you know, breaking the rules. So we settle scores in the game. That's what this versus concept is about. And we just had a prime example. And this is how the stream happened. Alright, Optic getting close to where Wildebeest is. Alright, we've got some engagement. Alright, Wildebeest getting taken down. Realizing the inevitable was at hand. Alright guys, that is the versus challenge. Please watch the stream if you kind of want to get more context, but really this was a community challenge that happened out of a disagreement around game rules, you would say, and what the spirit of the game really is. And I think the community really upheld, you know, the spirit of what you're trying to do here, even though they're not, you know, nobody's really benefiting from this. This really is driven by the community. PUBG Mobile sponsors the prize money for our big events. And the rest is run out of love and passion. That's really what it's about. And thank you to everybody for their time. And I hope we can settle this and not be nasty about this afterwards. No hard feelings to everybody. I would like to do this challenge again if the team wants to, you know, redeem themselves potentially. Anybody can challenge anybody also. So please do drop a message below or leave a comment or challenge somebody. And let us know that you're challenging somebody. Perhaps you could get a chance at a Battle Room Brawls versus edition as well. Very spontaneous moment. We're actually planning on launching this next month. We had some other games planned and scheduled to actually produce a little show for this. But hey, something happened and we had to launch like this. Yes, happy with the rematch. Definitely. I'm happy to hang around if they want to do a rematch now. We can leave. We can chat in the comments. I'll be alive. I'll be live for a little bit longer. There is a bit of a stream delay. Maybe what I'll do is I'm going to end the stream here. We've got official